Hey everyone, how's it going? This is the Bald Metal Nerd coming at you with another video. And I figured, I didn't know if I wanted to make a video on this topic or not, but um, since this is something that affects literally everyone, including myself, I figured, why the hell not make a video about this, right? So obviously I'm going to be talking a little bit about COVID-19 or the coronavirus and what's currently going on. Um, Clearly, this is a worldwide crisis that is impacting almost everyone. Either A, because you know someone who's sick or you're in an area where there's a lot of infected people or whatever, or B, simply because of the societal effects that are rippling out from this. The state that I live in, Indiana, just announced a stay-at-home order for 2 weeks. Also, the state I work in, Ohio, issued a stay-at-home order for 2 weeks. Essentially, what that means is, you know, stay home, right? And the only exception to that is if you're going out to get groceries or if you work for an essential business, right? Such as grocery stores. Somehow restaurants are considered essential, even though I disagree with that because I would say to reduce the possibility of infection, I'd say restaurants should probably be closed down too because, well, people can prepare food in their own homes, but that's neither here nor there. Um, Auto parts places, which kind of makes sense because you would need to keep vehicles running, gas stations, and auto repair places, but for the most part, most things are, quote, shut down, which makes sense if you want to, of course, flatten the curve, right? So I understand the reasoning for this. Now, of course, um, in addition to the health side of it, it's having an absolutely devastating economic impact that is really showing the inherent weaknesses of our system, right? Um, right now, there's estimates that unemployment could go as high as 30%, which is insane. That's higher than even during the Great Depression. The height of the Great Depression, unemployment was 25%. 30% is unheard of, right? Which isn't surprising considering, what's shut down. So much is shut down. That's not shocking. Um, and it is affecting me directly. I haven't lost my job, so it's not to that point. But um, over the weekend, I was at work basically because, of course, as I've mentioned before, I'm in the IT department of the company I work for. So essentially, what I was doing over the weekend was getting. I went in on Saturday and got a whole bunch of computers ready for folks to take home so they could work from home, right? Um, Basically, I spent all day Saturday doing that, and then pretty much all day at work today, Monday, I did the exact same thing. Continued to get computers ready for people to go, to go home and work. The company I work for is related to, well, the aviation industry, right? Um, and from my understanding, funding from one of our major customers that is almost half of the company's work is going to stop in mid-April. I don't know what that means for my company. Again, I don't, I have no idea. So, because obviously aviation's taking a hit, so unsurprisingly, it's affecting my company greatly. I don't know what this means. It's definitely not a good thing. um, so yeah, time will tell. I personally will not be going to work for about 2 weeks now. I will still be getting paid, because I'll be working from home as well. Um, providing remote support for my compatriots. So that's a good thing. At least I still get my paycheck. And it will be honestly nice not to have to commute to the office every day. So that's a little bit of an upside. At my company, there will be like basically 5 people there. I will not be one of the 5. So which is fine. But beyond that, after this time period, it's very uncertain what's going to happen, and we are facing a level of uncertainty that we haven't faced ever in living memory. Right? This is, I would say, this is a bigger event than 9/11, and the reason I say that is 9/11 basically, yes, it changed a lot of things for the worse. But it was kind of localized, New York and Washington. It wasn't the entire world. And it all happened kind of in a single day. Yes, there were implications that lasted for years due to the U.S. war machine going over the Middle East, but let's not get into all that right now. So yes, there's definitely implications from 9/11 that happened, but in the Patriot Act and all sorts of other negative things. Man, I'm just full of fucking sunshine and roses right now. But but it was not quite like this. This is an event that we don't know what the end is. We don't know how far away it is. We don't know what it's going to be. We don't know how long things are going to take to get back to, quote, normal. But what this proves is our economic system, if it's disrupted, completely fails, right? And watching our leaders, and I put that in air quotes, squabble over how to respond to this is absolutely pathetic. A lot of our leaders, to be fair, are trying to throw us Americans a bone. They're trying to, send us checks for like 1,000 or 1,200 or whatever the hell it is. But the problem is, if it's just a one-time payment, that's going to do Dickie McGee's acts for the people who lose their jobs. If we have 30% unemployment, what's $1,200 going to do one time to help? Very little, right? We need a complete rethink of our economic system. And the only politician I hear that is talking, in my opinion, at least, about real solutions to this crisis, of course, is my guy Bernie Sanders, who I just talk about all the time. And the fact that to me he's showing real leadership during this crisis, whereas everyone else is kind of like chasing their own tail, as it were. And the fact that he is not leading in the nomination right now just proves to me how stupid we are as a country, right? Or at least the Democratic voters. Fucking idiots. Nominating Joe Biden, if that happens, the dumbest fucking thing you could do. I need to get off this track. Sorry. I had to put that in there. And for the people who want to see me rant, there will be one coming, believe me. Based when Bernie probably will not get the nomination, more than likely not. So whenever that officially happens, there will definitely be a rant about it. And I hope that one person in particular, deleted account, I hope you enjoy that rant when it comes, because it will be pretty explosive. Lots of cuss words, the whole 9 yards. You'll probably quite like that rant, but we're not getting there yet. That was just a little warm up, because that's not the point of this video. So anyway, I took a left turn, but getting back to the main point of this, the coronavirus thing. Let's hope that it has a relatively quick end, and hopefully we do manage to flatten the curve. That's the whole point of these social distancing and staying home orders and all that stuff. Hopefully it's successful, and we keep the death toll to a minimum. Hopefully, but people being people and being as fucking stupid as they are, I'm not very hopeful. There's a lot of morons out there. Don't even get me started on the people who are hoarding resources, buying all the toilet paper, hand sanitizer, all that. Especially the ones who are trying to flip that shit for a profit. People who do that are the fucking scum of the earth. And, I would not be opposed to going to a rationing system at this point because this is an absolute emergency and we absolutely need to respond in a productive manner. But I don't think the American people have the will to do it. I think we're too weak, too spoiled, and too stupid, as is evidenced by what I see every day. I know I'm being pessimistic, but it's just the way I see it. I hope that I'm proven wrong. So that's basically it. I just wanted to just talk about this issue a little bit, vent about it a little bit, and see what you guys think about this whole thing. Hopefully we have a good result, but things are changing every day, so I guess we'll all find out together. So anyway, that's pretty much it. As always, do your best to live long and prosper. Keep on rocking. I'll see you guys next time.